our best life. Please welcome Rosalyn Kahn.
This young guy who just happened to have painted a picture of Kamala Harris. Now, how did you get to that museum at that place? Not literally drive by, but give us the background of how that all happened.
So I just woke up one day and I wanted to go to the Bay Area Bridge, and I just had the idea to paint Kamala Harris because one thing.
Wow, that is wonderful, Ty. I'm going to give you a big hug. Now, have you stayed up late nights practicing and practicing and practicing?
Yep, a lot of late nights.
Oh my God. Well, I know this is going to be the opening of the lifetime. I want you to imagine in your eyes that when you finish this song, everyone is going to be jumping out of their seats. They're going to be clapping as loud as they can.
and more doors are going to open because of what they see here tonight. Do you believe that?
Yep.
That's the way that we make dreams into a reality. What I really love about you is it's not once a day, it's not once a year. What's your belief about when we should give back to people?
We should give back to people as much as we can because, think about it. You could think about it a bunch of different ways. Like little kids, they don't need a toy just once a year. They're little and they want toys all the time. And it's with food too. People don't eat once a year, twice a year, only on holidays. They eat every day to keep themselves healthy. That's why I think we have to give back as much as we can.
That's really wonderful. Now, you have such a beautiful, beautiful voice. Did you come out of the world and start singing?
I started singing when I was about 2, but when I was starting to actually sing better, you could actually understand me, was when I was 6, 7, around that age.
But I had a sneaking suspicion when I listened to your voice that you'd been doing this for quite a while. What would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned outside of wrestling? What have you learned about yourself?
Do not be lazy.
Do not be lazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that is definitely good.
And basically be strong mentally too.
Be strong mentally too. So you said one of the things that you need to do is to be able to strengthen your mind.
Yes.
And I said, and so what's one?
So they work you out, and that's going to kind of make you strong mentally and make you go against people over your age, and you're going to be crying, but that's going to start building your mind mentally stronger.
Wow, I can just see that ferocity in your voice. That is amazing. I want to have it in his own words. So let me begin by going ahead and asking you the very first question. Can you tell us something about yourself?
I'm Prince Pagdipalli from Global Child Mission India. Prince is my name, not my title. My full name is Prince Pagdipalli.
Time for having me here.
You're so welcome, and thank you, Prasibra. Thank you, Kyra Prasibra. It's wonderful having this wonderful singer and dancer and performer here with such a beautiful heart.
Thank you. Have an incredible day.
You have a beautiful time too. We'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. God bless you all.
Bless you all. Take care. Gratitude beyond the words, and namaste.
Hello.
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 Right.
Hello.
And so the best thing about our about Zoom technology for all of those of you who fear public speaking is you can look in the light of your camera and smile, and it's like you're looking over people's heads, but they all see you. Isn't that the greatest thing? Don't you love it? Isn't that wonderful? Aren't you guys excited?
Yeah.
And so this is my tip for today. We all tend to think it's worse in our head than it is in reality. You know, as I sat there on Bessemer and Van Nuys, and I said, how am I going to get to class? How am I going to make it? And as the clock moved on, and I broke down to fear, and I said, if there's a God out there, God, the force will be with me. I know I will make it. God, I'm counting on you now. You're going to help pull me through there. You know, I made it. And you guys were all here, and you didn't leave me. My name is Rosalyn Kahn. I'm a TEDx speaker. I'm an author. I'm a humanitarian. And I was drawn to the TEDx by a colleague of mine in a group called the group was to help people to get into businesses and do training and professional development and things like that.
Was it a little bit of an emotional challenge for you to talk about your own personal challenges in front of such a big audience?
Well, I always think you never know whose life you can change. And if every day I can change his life, that's what it was all about. And what was interesting in this speech, it was at a local high school. And there were all these kids, and unlike most events, they had this opportunity where when you finished speaking, these kids came up and they would talk to you. And this young lady came up to me and she said, oh, Rosalyn, you know, I know a person at school, and your speech so much helped me. And that really touched my soul.
My name is Jordan, and earlier, Rosalyn gave a speech about how school violence makes her mad, and it's really bad that what people are doing to each other, how they're how people, well, some people are bullying other people. And it was also really mean of this one person that said Rosalyn can't change the world. But if people would really hear her out on what she's saying about school violence, I think she could, if more people would listen. And that's all I have to say.
Today we have a service hero that I am sure you will all find extremely fascinating, fun, interesting, and say, wow, how does she do all of that? However, I'm not the one that's going to be the one to introduce her today. I have someone else that has come to do exactly that.
Welcome to Tamara's Service Hero Show, where today she welcomes a very special guest. This woman is not only a professor, she is a TEDx speaker. She has trained thousands of students around the globe to use their authentic voice and has broken cultural barriers. Please help me welcome my friend, Rosalyn Kahn. Have a beautiful show, Tamara and Rosalyn. You are doing amazing work, and I am honored and blessed to introduce you to today's show.
As our dear friend Renee Reich shared with us when she opened up about who it is that you are and what you're doing, it's incredible. And I really truly meant it when I'm like, how do you do it all? Because you're everywhere. You're doing so much. And a college professor, you're a philanthropist, and that you're out there really making a difference when it comes to different causes. You're an author. You're a TEDx speaker 3 times over, right? 3 times?
Yeah.
And not only that, you help and coach and teach and inspire and work with many others that have graced the TEDx stage. Plus, you're on all the red carpets interviewing. You are a host for your own shows. How do you, and you travel the world.
I pat myself on the back and I say, I don't know sometimes how I do it, you know, which foot goes in front of the other. But, you know, if you always start with having a kind heart and wanting to help humanity, and it's not how many people love me, how many people hate me, you know, am I trying to be like them, but just really being yourself and being who you really are. I mean, if we get down to it and we really look at it, kindness surrounds us if we want to see it. And the choice is our own eyes. What do we allow to be our filter to make it happen? On sad days, and I just pick up the piece of paper and I put the pen to it. You know, many people who are writers don't make millions selling their books, but there's a message that we want to share with the world.
Mm-hmm.
If someone picks it up and it changes their life, we may never know about it, but that's the beauty. And I always say, you never know whose life you can change with the words that you say. If we could grow up in life and realize that it's not perfect, when things don't go well, it's not the end of the world. It's just part of the process. Life has good days, life has bad days. And if we had all of one or all of the other, we'd never be able to appreciate it. So if we can look at those experiences that we have in our life where things don't go the way that we want them to go, and ask ourselves, what is it that we can learn from here? And take every day as a lesson, good experiences and bad experiences, not expecting perfection. And more than anything else is, do not in any way, shape, or form compare yourself to anyone else. Because we are all gifts in ourselves of who we are and what our talents are. And there's no one in the world like us. So celebrate each day. Take a list of gratitude. Write down what you're grateful for. Spend some time meditating. Take out some time to quiet your mind. And think about each and every day when you wake up, what are you grateful for? What have you accomplished? What are your hopes and dreams for tomorrow? And if you put them down on paper and you share them with a friend, you've got a buy-in of how you can make them into a reality.